daily prayer for your children. Dear God, another day is ahead, and once again, I want to release my children, who I love so incredibly much, straight into your tender care, because I know that that's the best place they could ever be. Thank you in advance for all that you have in store for this day, for this season, and for their entire lives. In your Son, Jesus Christ's name, amen. This prayer is courtesy of crosswalk.com. Deliverance from Egypt to Israel's first king. Moses led the Israelites from captivity in Egypt to Mount Sinai, where God gave them his laws. Later, Moses sent 12 men to spy out the land of Canaan, but 10 of them returned with a bad report. They caused the people to want to go back to Egypt. For their lack of faith, God punished the Israelites by having them wander for 40 years in the wilderness. Finally, Joshua was chosen to lead the Israelites into the land of Canaan. To help them take the land, Jehovah caused miracles to happen. He made the Jordan River stop flowing, the walls of Jericho to fall down, and the sun to stand still for a whole day. After 6 years, the land was taken from the Canaanites. Beginning with Joshua, Israel was ruled for 356 years by judges. We learn about many of them, including Barak, Gideon, Jephthah, Samson, and Samuel. We also read about such women as Rahab, Deborah, Yahil, Ruth, Naomi, and Delilah. In all, Part 3 covers 397 years of history. Bible Stories for Kids, story number 38, The 12 Spies. So I want you guys to envision a group of people standing around, especially men, and they are carrying fruit. I want you to envision big bunches of grapes, apples, all kinds of delectable fruits, pomegranates, figs. Now, it takes 2 men to carry this fruit that I want you guys to envision on an actual pole, okay? Where did this beautiful fruit come from? I'll tell you. From the land of Canaan. Now, remember, Canaan is where Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob once lived, but because of the famine there, Jacob with his family moved to Egypt. Now, about 216 years later, Moses is leading the Israelites back to Canaan. They have come to a place in the wilderness called Kadesh. Now, bad people live in the land of Canaan. Now, Moses sends out 12, what we're going to call spies, which is the name of this story, and tells them this: find out how many people live there and how strong they are. Find out if the ground is good for growing things, and be sure to bring back some of the fruit. Now, when the spies come back to Kadesh, they tell Moses this: it is really a fine country, and to prove it, they show Moses some of the fruit that he requested they bring back. But 10 of the spies say this: the people who live there are big and very, very strong, and we will be killed if we try to take the land. Now, the Israelites are afraid when they hear this, of course, and they say this: it would have been better to die in Egypt or even here in the wilderness, they say. We will be killed in battle, and our wives and children will be captured. Let's choose a new leader in place of Moses and go back to Egypt." But two of the spies actually trust in Jehovah, and they try to calm the people. Their names are Joshua and Caleb. They say this: "Don't be afraid. Jehovah is with us. It will be easy to take the land." Okay? But the people don't have faith, and they don't listen. And they even want to actually kill Joshua and Caleb for suggesting anything like this. So this makes Jehovah very angry, and he tells Moses this: "None of the people from 20 years of age and over will go into the land of Canaan. They have seen the miracles that I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, but still they don't trust me. So they will wander in the wilderness for 40 years until the last person dies. Only Joshua and Caleb will go into the land of Canaan." You were just listening to Teachable Moments with April podcast. I truly hope you enjoyed this episode. We invite you to stay connected with us on our other social media platforms: TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, and now Rumble. You can also leave us feedback in 3 ways: in the Interact features section on the Spotify app, voice messages to the podcast through our customized link, or at teachablemomentswithapril@gmail.com.